They are non-food chemicals that are commonly used in and around the household. They are consumer goods designed to assist in cleaning, pest control, and for general hygiene. According to environmental experts, some of them contain toxic chemicals, though they are very useful. You are watching NAFDAC and Your Health. I am Susan West Braniff. I am sure you know that we are talking about household chemicals. You may wonder why we are focusing on household chemicals. What risk can they pose? Are there health implications? And how can the health hazards be avoided? All these and more in our package today. Don't go away. It is NAFDAC and Your Health. Chemicals are highly beneficial as they are used in the manufacturing of diverse products including food and other consumer goods as well as household chemicals.
When you talk of chemicals generally, people have this mindset, oh, you're talking about laboratories, you're talking about research institutes, you're talking about universities. Chemicals are in your home. They are in our homes, they are in our workplaces. As much as they are hazard, they are also very beneficial for use. We have all kinds of chemicals. We have cleaning agents, like you have things like bleaches in your home, toilet cleaners, pest control chemicals, like you have the pesticides, our normal pesticide that we spray in the homes. We have degreasing agents that even we as mothers we use in our kitchens. Maybe you want to take out grease in certain areas. We have garage chemicals, things like brake fluid, things that you use in the car, all kinds of care products. They are all chemicals.
Household chemicals include:
every individual uses one chemical product or the other, starting from the soap we use to bath, the cream we use, the perfumes and the rest of them, and then the insecticide items we use, and then the mosquito coil, and then the dishwashing items and the rest of them. They are very, very useful in every home, and they have a number of uses. Even the pesticide, those who have lawns, they use maybe herbicides, they use pesticide to drive away the pest, like rats and the rest of the rodenticide and all of them. They have very good use, but they could be very, very harmful if misused.
Appropriate use of household chemicals is key to prevent health hazards.
Every product has the usage leaflets there, and you have to ensure you read it properly. The labels in every product, you must read it and understand how it's to be used. Generally, we know that we are not supposed to store our chemicals or chemical product in the home with our food. And even the spray, that is the insecticide spray, and even the air freshener, you are not supposed to spray directly to food items. And some people, when they are spraying the insecticide particularly, they remain inside the room. You are not supposed to remain inside the room when you are spraying your insecticide. Spray, make sure you're outside, allow it. After some time, when the effect has taken place, then you can now come in and then open the windows to allow fresh air to come in. Also, there are a lot of homes that use as their water storage containers, empty cans and empty drums of chemicals. It is very, very dangerous because these chemicals, most often, there are the residues of it, and some of it, no matter how you wash it, some will still be there, and they could easily seep into the water, and once they are used, they could pose very serious danger. And whenever they are cleaning their toilets, don't mix the toilet cleaner and bleach together at the same time inside the same toilet bowl. One contains hypochlorite, the other one contains hydrochloric acid. It will produce chlorine, and chlorine is heavier than air. So whenever chlorine is in an environment, it will displace air up, and then the chlorine is going to be down. And people, once you inhale it, chlorine is a choking agent. It's a choking agent. It chokes and it destroys the layers of soft tissues, like in the nose, in the mouth, in the throat, in the eyes. It destroys. So, and it's very, very dangerous. That's why we should not do that.
Proper storage and disposal of empty containers will help to ensure human and environmental safety.
For storage in the homes, I will advise that you don't keep chemicals near sources of food because there might be contamination. And most importantly, keep all chemicals out of reach of children. And another thing I see people do in homes, this issue of using bottles, maybe water bottles to put chemicals. Maybe you bought bleach, you put some in. It's very, very risky.
You are not supposed to store, especially the insecticides and the rest of them, you are not supposed to store them in hot environment. You should make sure that wherever you are storing it is not in the kitchen where heat could come in and then maybe heat them up and then there could be an explosion. And we need a lot of care in the disposal of chemicals. When these chemicals run off to the ocean or wherever, by and by, the animals and the sea animals and the ocean animals, fish and the rest of them, they will still drink this, and these chemicals will still get into those items, and when we eat it, it will still get into our body.
Where you have used some of these products and maybe you want to discard, you also have to exercise caution by ensuring that when you are discarding whatever remnant is there, you discard in line with instructions written on them. Don't just throw them into the drain, because you can contaminate water draining into your well or even water draining into your borehole. You can contaminate groundwater. So enough caution has to be exercised in handling most of these things that we use.
Good hygiene practice is a requirement for safe handling of household chemicals.
Good hygiene practice is very, very, very key. You can't be working with chemicals in one hand and you have a piece of a cup of corn you're eating. No, you don't do such things. So when you're handling chemical, you're distributing something like camphor, or you have done something, you have sprayed insecticide in your homes, you go back and wash your hand properly. Observe good housekeeping, good hygiene practices. So after that, it becomes safe for you to eat your food.
In the case of fumigation, here are some tips.
When you fumigate your house, we don't expect you to be within that environment for a specific period of time, depending on the type of fumigant that has been used, okay? We normally encourage people to use fumigants that are approved, and it is encouraged that after fumigation, you open your apartment or whatever has been fumigated to ventilation. You ventilate the place properly. Your plates, cutleries, pots, and whatever you have used in the house, you have to make sure that either before fumigation they are properly protected in plastic sheets, or moved away from that particular location, or after fumigation you make sure you wash properly before you use them. A lot of people also try to say we want to use odorless fumigation. For me, odorless fumigation is even more dangerous than the one that you can actually smell. For instance, the cooking gas we use in the house is deliberately perfumed for you to know that you have gas. Naturally, that cooking gas has no smell, but the perfume is added for you to know that when there is a leak in the house. The same thing should happen to some of these fumigants that we use, that you should be able to have a way of knowing that these residues are there. We have so many professionals who are who handle fumigation. We want to encourage people to use, people who are, quite knowledgeable and recognized.
In the regulation of chemicals, NAFDAC issues permits to import and to clear.
Anybody who wants to import these chemicals, especially to manufacture them, because the already manufactured ones are regulated by another directorate of NAFDAC. But for the chemicals that are used to manufacture them, everyone who wants to manufacture them, first of all, apply and obtain a permit to import. and that is for the general chemicals. And if these chemicals are containing restricted items such as pesticides, an applicant must also obtain a permit to clear before you can get them out of the port. And there are a number of documentation required for each importation. For example, if you are to import a restricted chemical like pesticide, you must have a pro forma invoice. In addition to all the other requirements, you must have a pro forma invoice from the shipper, and you are going to have all the other relevant documents which we will vet. And once those documents are okay, we will issue you the permit. But for you to clear your goods out of the port when they come into the country, you must have to come back here to obtain a permit to clear from NAFDAC before you can get those goods out of the port. And then there are some other measures that are put in place. We have to visit your company to ensure that you are properly utilizing this chemical. And after you have utilized them, you are supposed to get back to us, bringing your utilization record, which we will verify to ensure that actually the quantity you collected or imported, you utilize them properly before you can obtain any additional chemical.
Improper handling of household chemicals can lead to severe health implications.
Most chemical products are very hazardous and they can cause severe, health consequences if not properly used, ranging from cases like poisoning, to cancer, kidney failures. They can even damage your liver. Some of them can cause blindness. And also, if one way or the other you get some of these products into your lungs, you could also have some very severe, consequences, health consequences. Even skin irritation. You can also have burns. For instance, your toilet cleaner, contains some acidic, has some acid in it. So if you put that on your skin, it can cause some severe irritation.
Some of all these items are bioaccumulative, like the pesticide, and bioconcentrated. What I mean by bioaccumulation and bioconcentration is that when pesticide comes into the body, whatever comes in does not go out again because they are stored in the fatty tissues in the body. And along the line, they by and by accumulate in the body to very dangerous levels that could now create a lot of problem. There are issues of stillbirth. There are issues of malformed babies, fetus that are malformed. These are the impact of chemicals that have been taken over the years.
Household chemicals are essential commodities that are used daily to ensure proper hygiene and ultimately protect our health. This informs its regulation by NAFDAC to ensure proper handling, storage and disposal for the safety of humans, animals and the environment.
I was a straight A student with big dreams and aspirations, but then I lost everything.
It felt so good at first, and then I needed more. I lied, stole, and did anything just to get my hands on it.
I became unnecessarily aggressive, angry all the time, unable to focus. It cost me my job and my wonderful family. My wonderful family.
Shattered dreams, depression, mental disorder, violence, crime, terrorism, economic loss and even death are consequences of drug abuse. If you are already involved, it's not too late. Seek help now. For a bright future, a violence and crime-free society, say no to drugs. A message from NAFDAC.
Keep your white fabrics glowing whiter, your home sparkling and free from germs with Hypo. Make a dazzling impression every time and let your whites speak for you.
My wife. Any other wife is a counterfeit.
Endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association. Now available in lime green.
Do you have problems from using any medicine? Please let us know by sending a text message to 20543 on Glow, MTN, Etisalat or Airtel. For cases of unsatisfactory service delivery or fraudulent acts by any NAFDAC officer, please report to the Reforms Unit of NAFDAC on the following numbers: 0909-763-0506 or 0909-763-0507 or email nafdacreforms@gmail.com, reforms@nafdac.gov.ng. For more information on the program or any case of fake, substandard or unwholesome regulated products, please report to the nearest NAFDAC office or send an SMS to the following numbers: 081-3363-0600 or 081-1741-0989. You can visit our website on www.nafdac.gov.ng. Follow us on Facebook at NAFDAC Nigeria, Twitter at NAFDAC Agency, and watch our videos on YouTube.
Our time is up, but I must thank you for watching and urge you to join us again next week. I am Susan West Braniff. Goodbye.